Hopefully we're not blowing out the speakers again like we were last time. My dogs are fighting behind me.
My dogs are fighting behind me. Whoa.
What?
Just the audio coming through the stream is much louder than coming directly from you.
Are we a little warm? We're a little warm.
We're pretty warm. Pretty toasty.
Boop. All right. Wait for it. And that's the reason why I'm doing a pre-show. Shouldn't be too warm anymore.
Check. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh yeah, that's better. We're not getting squashed anymore. It's not clipping.
Cool.
No more clipping.
Sweet. Yay. No more Clippy.
Oh. Ding, 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 ding. I see you're trying to release your chaos. Would you like some help with that?
I can't wait to talk about that.
Let your chaos explode.
Oh, it's gonna record the Zoom call. That's what I was gonna do. Seriously, guys? All right.
Oh, good. We're talking about Arrow first. Let's get that over.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that shit out of the way.
Get it done. It'd be done forever. Hallelujah. Oh, I'm so happy.
Yep, until the GL one comes out.
I'm okay with that. Or at least I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll give that one a three episode. But man, that freaking, oh my god.
Okay, good. I was hoping you weren't gonna try and force me to watch more of that.
I can't even be like trolly about it. Like
it was so bad.
Like
it's like this is torture.
Everybody, but like this one just there's no redeeming that shit storm. Ugh.
Usually, if you do a backdoor pilot, you want it to be, good so that people come and watch the show.
Yeah, like the one Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did for Marvel's Most Wanted. That was pretty okay.
Yeah, and then they didn't do that.
No, they did not do that.
That never happened. Oh, that's okay, I guess.
And they're usually pretty decent at doing backdoor pilots. I mean, Flash and Legends both were backdoor pilots. And they handled those really well. This one, they're just like, we don't care anymore. Okay. All right, we got that. We're good there. I have audio, most of the audio. Thanks, Daryl.
Mostly audio.
Well, I have all the audio he sent. We'll leave it to that.
Cool.
Sure. It's gonna have puppy noises in the back.
I don't hear them currently.
No. All right, well, I am going to kill with the traditional FERT. We're going to kill the pre-show text and begin the show promptly in 3, a 2, a 1.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. To support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
This is S4, the best in water cooler geekery for over a century. The following podcast contains spoilers for the TV show and incredibly bad language, and the use of language to spoil TV shows. If this is something you're into, the one, the only, the Small Screen Spoiler Show.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, hello, and all of those things. Konbanwa, buenos nachos, and so on and so on and so on. This is Small Screen Spoiler Show, episode number 114. I am CJ Peeper, our secrets. Boat, that man right there.
Peeping our secrets.
Oh, peep,
There's a peeper peeping our secrets.
And that man that you just heard is, of course, Jared the Rumpus Azevedo.
It is. Where are my bonus nachos?
What the rumpus? And of course, we have, for most of the shows, Daryl deducted the hell out of that Shaler. For whatever reason, my eyes didn't want to read the word deducted. So that was why, the word wasn't even making any sense to me. Like, there for a moment, I just completely forgot how to read English. Oh my God.
The word deducted. You couldn't deduct what that word was?
No, I just couldn't, for whatever reason. It was bad. I don't even know. I can't even say, I read this. No, it was just nothing for a moment. What are we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about Arrow, season 8. Whoa, I'm hearing myself. Season 8, episode 9, Green Arrow and the Canaries, and episode 10, the finale of the series, Fade Out. Then we're going to finish season 1 of The Witcher. We're going to talk about episode 5, Bottled Appetites, episode 6, Rare Species, episode 7, Before Fall, and episode 8, Much More. And finally, we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow, season 5, episode 2, Meet the Legends, and episode 3, Miss Me, Kiss Me, Love Me.
Indeed. But before we get too far into that, ladies and gentlemen, for our podcast listeners, you are going to hear a brief break here. So help us keep the lights on, support our sponsors. We'll be right back after this break. Chrome's eating everything.
Oh, it's Chrome. It's like something's making you jibber jabber. I'm gonna go ahead and kill those windows.
Chrome is eating all of the things. Hang on, I'm trying pulling up the notes on my phone here. Not that I have many more notes at this point, other than the. Where's my drive? There's my drive. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna kill my Chrome, so I won't be able to add titles or anything.
Bum, 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 bum. Did you get a silver painting? Cool.
All right, that should be better. I can't
Video
wait
looks
for my
better.
taxes to come back.
I still haven't done mine because I'm still waiting on one frickin' form from the government. So I'm about to just say screw it because I know that the amount on the form is, so whatever.
Jesus, dogs. One moment. Go. Close that too. And make my computer less angry at me. Cool. There we go. That should be better. All right.
Make it good, make it better.
Indeed. Coming back in a moment because I closed the one thing that I needed.
I guess showed you what I needed.
There we go. All right. Coming back in. And we're back. If you want an ad-free experience, make sure you tune in live Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/geekio show, where you can watch my computer have a meltdown until patreon.com/geekio comes around. And that's also where you can get an ad-free master feed of all the stuff that we do here on the Geek Out Network. All right. Let's get the dung heap out of the way and talk about Arrow first.
Arrowed.
Arrow Episode 9, Wayward Sisters. In the not-too-distant future, a rebooted Maya lets us know that it is the future by using a holographic computer display, and she gets engaged. That's nice. That guy is either going to be dead or bad guy by the end of the episode then. Black Canary is here from the past to Carl Reese, a woman in the nightclub, after which she goes about recruiting a time-displaced other Black Canary. At least that time-travelling explains why they haven't aged. It has nothing to do at all with not wanting to sit through old person makeup every episode. Mira's not taking after her father at the moment, but she does like to wear green because she subscribes to the Power Rangers theory of wardrobe colour. And this Mira doesn't remember the crossover, but that can be easily remedied with Cisco's Remember Ring, causing this woke show to have a title character who literally becomes woke. The plot needed to be moved forward, and luckily Photos of the Future work on the same logic as Judge Dredd, where photoshopped images retain all of the previous layers. The gang suits up, they fight on a rooftop garden that has flammable gas in the irrigation system, and you know this Green Arrow is a badass because she shoots 3 zipline arrows at once. Oh, and they steal the Future newspaper predicts hero downfall thing from The Flash.
All right. We're good. Moving on.
Yay. Let's see. First off, yes, I also was like, wait, this is 20 years later. Why have Laurel and Dina, whatever her name is?
Dinah.
Why have they not aged at all?
Yeah.
It was something about time travel. I was like, oh, okay. So
Yeah, they hand
somehow
get over that.
did that. And then in the next episode of Arrow, they're alive at 20 years earlier and look the same. So it's not time travel.
Yeah, they hand wave the shit over that, man. Like, and they don't even give you a proper ending. Like, at the next one, like the next episode where it's supposed to tie into this one because time travel or something, like they don't even try and do that with Dinah. At least there's no reason for Dinah to be there.
No, none. Other than this is a backdoor pilot, and she's going to be one of the main characters, so she's
we
here.
need more than one canary, so
because it's Green Arrow and the Canaries, plural.
Dinah's here. Why? We're not going to tell you.
She owns a bar, and we're all going to live in her loft because, Lair.
That's what we do because Bohemian Star City is Bohemian.
and she sings because contract obligation or something, I guess.
Probably. It's that whole thing. If they hire an actor who's known for singing, they have to sing at least once. This pilot was a clusterfuck, you guys.
This is just garbage. It was garbage.
Miserable.
It was boring. It was dumb.
God.
I mean, they had classic lines, well written, like replicated by tech. Like, man, the show on this, the writing on this is just incredible. Replicated by tech.
Like they just took that one person who writes Jennifer's lines in Black Arrow, Black Lightning,
Arrow,
made her the showrunner of this entire series.
I want my own show, you guys.
Just miserable. And I'm like, Jazz is biased. There's no way that this is gonna be. No, it's so bad.
Yes, I watched it before CJ, and I got in the Discord and was like, okay, I'm cool with watching other spinoffs that we're going to talk about right now, but if you make me watch force me to watch Green Arrow and the Canaries for this show, I will rage quit. And
Jazz is like, I'm going to use my veto because we talked about this before. There are certain shows that, like, if it's too offensive or too much for one of us, we're just like, yeah, no, we're not going to watch this because Jazz and I work well together.
Yeah, it's fine.
We respect each other's opinions.
Twice. Yes.
It's also because I run this show. Executive privilege and all that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But Jazz is like, I'll use my veto. After watching it's like, dude, you don't need to.
Phew. Dodged that arrow.
I barely made it through this. I actually had to stop halfway through, go and do literally anything else. Because I'm like, I can't sit through this. I am going to die.
Well, I made it through, and I just was angry that I had wasted all that time.
Yeah, no, it was an hour completely and utterly wasted. Like, there's no other way to put it. Wasted.
Yay,
I am never going to get that time back.
Mia's in love with JJ and they got engaged, but then she accuses him of kidnapping someone because reasons, and then they break up after one fight, but then they get back together, so it's fine. And it wasn't JJ anyway. It was some other rando who blew himself up, and then they zip lined away from explosions. The classic Arrow style.
Yep.
Okay. Dang it, Trevor.
None of this gets put into like perspective, even in like the flash forwards that they give you throughout the rest of the season. None of this was here. None of it. And I'm sure Daryl tomorrow is going to be like, well, they talked about it in the No. You want me to be invested in this series? Make me want to watch the pilot. Ugh. Anything else before we move on? I'm legitimately not wanting to spend any more.
All right, I'm just going to go through real quick.
Yep.
Music still sucks in 2040.
Yep.
Frack you. BSG much? Question mark.
Oh yeah, they were trying to lean into Flash hard with those sci-fi references, man.
Dang it, Trevor, you are the worst Deathstroke. Trevor.
Fucking
one pep talk from Laurel, and it's time to suit up.
Yep.
And then I have this that I can't read. It looks like 5555 Laud, and I have no idea This is like my brain just died watching the show, and I just wrote nonsense.
You just took down a law firm number that you were watching.
Or maybe it was Slade. That's what it is. Okay. Sorry. I was making a Teen Titans reference, which is
Slot.
555 slot. I have no idea what's happening. But yeah, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, a much better thing to watch than this.
For real. Like
Also, everything is better to watch than this. So, and that's it. Let's move on.
Hold on. I'm typing.
We can talk about the finale.
There we go. Sweet. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's talk about Arrow episode 10.
Arrow, the end. Fucking mockumentaries. Green Arrow is dead. He died to save the multiverse and apparently had some say in the rebuilding of Earth Prime because he saved a few people in doing so, but not Barry's mum. He also ended all crime in Star City. Wait, what? Luckily, while we watch the gang be sad about Oliver's funeral, we get flashbacks to a time when Arrow was running through his list, killing people who had failed the city. Diggle is trying to convince him to put the bad guys in prison instead, and
It definitely sounded like he just said Diglett.
We're playing too much Shield. He
we're reminded of a simple time where you could kill all the nameless mooks you want and still have the moral high ground as long as you let the boss live. In the present, Diggle is moving to Metropolis to be in Supergirl, and everyone shows up for a final goodbye to Oliver in a funeral scene where characters actually interact with each other because they're physically there and not CGI'd into an unconvincing shot like the one for Tony Stark. Also, drinking game. Take a shot each time someone says, "Better man." And yes, John finds what I can only hope is a fucking Green Lantern ring. And God knows what's going to happen now. Maybe it'll pay off in Supergirl if he does actually move there. Or maybe he'll get his own show if Green Arrow and the Canaries doesn't get picked up after last week's episode. And in the end, we do get a payoff of Felicity being taken away at the end of the last crossover, as the Monitor takes her to the afterlife. So she's dead now? And heaven is an empty version of Star City?
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. One, I like the fact that Daryl agrees with us that Green Arrow and the Canaries may not actually ever make it to the show, to the floor.
One can only hope, because my goodness. They're going to have to be doing a really heavy retool, but at this point, I'm not even willing to give it a chance.
Oh, neither am I. Like, that's the thing is, like, that's not ever going to be able to. Okay, so I have been tangentially attached to the Arrow universe for the last 8 years. Most of the time, not through Arrow. I only watched the seasons 1, 2, 3, and some of 4. Or did I stop at 4? I think I stopped at 4.
No, I stopped at 3. I couldn't do it anymore. I tried.
And so a bunch of this actually like hit me in the feels, man. Like this felt like a pretty damn good send off for a mediocre show, so, sure, but a show that legitimized superheroes on television. You can give this show a lot of shit, but it was the Iron Man 1 for superheroes on television. Sure, they existed before. I mean, even then, like, sure, they existed before, but since Arrow, like, you have, it's okay to have superheroes again. And this felt earned. Now, yeah, there's cosmic-y nonsense going on with Oliver and how his weird abilities to reconfigure the universe. But hey, that was also in the comic books. So
yeah, and I've made it well known that I don't like Arrow at all. In fact, I probably hate the show. So I didn't hate the finale. I was just mostly kind of bored because, again, I have no emotional attachment to this whatsoever. And I don't like any of these people except like Felicity, who, hey, they actually got her to show up.
Felicity back.
They actually got her to show up. That was fun.
Also, holy shit, she looks good with a mom haircut. Wow.
Which again,
how you
go
age
20 you go 20 years and she got a haircut.
Yeah.
And give her a
She
bob.
looks exactly the same, still just as smoking hot, pun intended, as she did before, except rocking a mom haircut. And Jesus, she can rock a mom haircut.
Yes, in 20 years, all the change was her hair. Sure, okay.
Yeah, that's how aging works.
Yeah, that's how aging works. And I don't know, that last bit bothered me a lot. Because, again,
there was no payoff for that.
Yeah, and again,
like the monitor just fucking shows up.
It's like, hey, I'm ready to go now. It's like, okay, but you can't come back. Yeah, it's fine. It's like, but both of your children are still alive. You're just going to peace out?
Both of your children. You have to spend the rest of eternity.
That seems out of character.
You had to spend the rest of eternity with your husband, but
you would have gotten to eventually
anyway. And obviously, there's no problem with you de-aging to spend the rest of eternity with Oliver.
Exactly.
Because you did it anyway. You somehow went Super Saiyan 3 and grew back your freaking long hair.
But
Felicity confirmed the first Super Saiyan 3 in the Arrowverse.
Absolutely.
She just keeps her eyebrows. It's a cosmetic choice. Yeah, that last part, while sweet,
it was like I appreciated like the emotional, like it was very sweet and nice, and like I made a Star City for us to live in for all eternity.
Yeah, basically because him
and the main character of the show is actually going to show up for this episode since it's the last one. He's going to be here.
It is. I mean, it's kind of leaning into the fact that he was the spirit of vengeance for the capital G Hebrew God, which was never brought up because religion.
Right.
But so he had certainly had enough power to create his own heaven. And how the Monitor knew how to get there. Fuck you, we're not describing shit.
Because comic books, duh.
This is the anti-Gotham. Both these episodes were the anti-Gotham.
Just kind of not really paid off. Set up a bunch of stuff and
never paid off, never given to you. Like this didn't even tell, not show. This was just there. Like,
and then we're gonna go get Mia from the future and bring her here because reasons. So she can go to her dad's funeral.
Which again, sweet.
It was sweet, but maybe not the best idea because butterfly effect, and plus,
Also,
Felicity breaking her brain.
I completely forgot that Oliver had another sister because we needed a soap opera.
Oh yeah, but Felicity did have an appropriate reaction to that whole situation.
Yeah,
it's like, do you want to go talk to her? I don't know. This is really weird.
I do want to give a shout out to the Arsenal Speedy relationship that happened.
Yeah,
like their awkwardness together makes complete and total sense for their characters.
Yes,
and especially where it left off with both of them.
We're super awkward. I'm gonna make a weird, awkward, dumb proposal on a rooftop randomly, just because. I guess
but that
now's
is
the best time.
Entirely a character for Roy. Like
True.
that is like, unlike some of the things, that is 100% in character for Roy. And it's 100% in character for Thea to be like, the fuck are you doing, dude? No, we're in the middle of something.
There's a fake documentary at the beginning.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was a thing that happened.
It was fun.
And
it was
could they
dumb,
not have found someone better acting? Like Diggle gives his heartfelt speech and she leans over to him and with a completely expressionless faces. That was very moving. I was like, wow. That's the take you went with, huh? Okay. And I guess nobody has secret identities anymore because they're all,
Nope. I'm guessing with the advent of the universe, or the reinvention of the universe, they're just like, no more secret identities, because that got us in a lot of trouble.
No more secret identities. Everybody knows.
At least in Arrow, they didn't do that with. I don't know if they're going to do that with Supergirl or not. I need to kind of go back and watch the episode after Crisis of Supergirl, at least, because I like Supergirl enough to go back and watch that episode.
It's not the worst.
If the Monitor's reappearance is explained there?
No, it doesn't have to be.
It made zero sense whatsoever. He's just like, boop, I'm here. Boop, I'm going to kill you, technically.
Technically.
So yeah, Diggle 100% got a Green Lantern ring. So
oh yeah, that happened.
We're gonna.
I was so confused at first because, like, it was like doing like the closing monologue narration epilogue thing, and then they just show this scene of like something crashing out of the sky at Diggle, and I'm like, what is this? And then he opens it up with the green glow. Oh,
it's a ring case, and it's green on the inside. But just in case they don't want to actually cast that and make it happen, we're going to make sure it's not actually shown so you can infer on your own.
We all know what it is.
Also, I stick to the point of his middle name is Stewart, and the second to best Green Lantern is John Stewart. John Stewart Diggle, I'm okay with that. Let's just make that a thing. As long as I get my Kilowog. I just want my Kilowog.
I like Diggle all right.
I want to hear poozers.
As long as he's not Mopey Diggle.
Yeah, Mopey Diggle is bad Diggle. Also, did we forget that freaking what's her name was the goddamn Harbinger?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess in this universe, she's just back to normal.
But freaking Nash was still fucking pariah. Also, we never finished her story in the goddamn crossover. She just disappeared.
We don't have time for that. We had to do weird Arrow callbacks.
Stare at a CG pillar for 3 minutes. She just wasn't there anymore. After the Monitor anti-Monitor fight, she just
because reasons.
All of her powers are gone. Like I said, the anti-Arrow. Like, I would be okay with them beating me over the head with the script, telling me what's going on, because it's better than not knowing.
It didn't bother me. It's just what happens. It is what it is.
Kidding. You would be right. Also, drink. Rachel off screen. Rachel said, "It's better to keep you guessing." You're right. If I gave a shit.
Apparently, you do. You're very upset about this.
They've got you talking about it, so they've already won.
I'm more upset that they just didn't finish it. Like.
There's more important things to do. Again, you had to get stuck in the Speed Force and talking to people.
Yeah,
we do lots of talking.
A lot of money on getting Ezra Miller to be in the fucking show for 30 seconds. We had to fire everybody else because Ezra Miller's really fucking expensive.
He is.
And that outfit is even more expensive.
No doubt.
Oh my God. Rest in peace, Arrow.
Yep. And there was a kidnapping, but that was resolved really quickly.
Yeah. They wanted an excuse to get everybody in uniform one last time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what all it was about. And bring back random villain from season 1.
Right.
that everyone's forgot about.
A dumb send-off like that, I'm glad that there was no stakes. Nobody was actually in trouble. Like, for a reason to get the Legion of Dumbasses together one last time. I mean, the Arrow Squad together one last time. There were worse ways to handle that.
Yeah. And Lance is back alive, and Tommy's back alive. And they were both great.
Dresden back. Yeah,
they were both great. But Laurel is still alive, and she still sucks. She still sucks.
Yeah, I like how he didn't bring back the long-haired Laurel of Earth 1.
No. And I don't know, that exchange was kind of fun too. I'm not your Laurel. I'm a different Laurel. It's like, well, you're still Laurel. That's fine.
You're still a Laurel.
You're still a Laurel. You're still my daughter, somewhat.
Okay, my love. I love you.
Night, night.
Yeah, she colored her hair blue.
Here, wait.
Oh, very nice.
I'm waiting for my.
It's very Evie of you. Sorry,
All right.
Belle's really into Descendants right now.
I'm about to say, all right, father of a daughter.
Oh man, Descendants
Actually, we
over and over again.
Kia
But there are
forced me
worse
to
things.
watch Descendants 3 the other day, and I didn't hate it. Also,
I don't hate it either. It's not great, but it's fine for what it is.
they left.
I'm not
Cameron
the
off their
audience.
Memoriam. Oh God, the Oscars were screwed up this year, man.
But hey, Taika won an Oscar. And that makes me happy.
Did you guys? So Rachel, before the show, made me watch the animated short winner, Hair Love. It's a brutal thing, man. Like, just a random French chef just comes up in front of you and just starts throwing onions in your face and then cutting them up in midair like some kind of weird fruit ninja.
Okay, I have to watch it.
It's
They usually are-
legitimately very, very good.
Yeah.
Very well executed, well shot. The colors are amazing in it.
It was the one with the dog a few years ago. Feast.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. This is
Still
a
makes me cry
Sony
every
production
time.
though. This was a Sony one, not a Pixar one. And oh my God, if Sony keeps popping out freaking animated shorts like that, they're gonna give Pixar a run for their money.
Oh, show.
Also, yeah, because this year's Oscars, man, there was so much bullshit going on along with that. I'm so glad that Parasite won Best Picture, but it doesn't excuse them for being dicks.
I don't know. I didn't watch them.
I usually don't, because I find the Oscars incredibly boring in general. So my outrage is purely because they shouldn't exclude people. Everybody should get a fair shot. And if they're going to give fucking Key Grips a goddamn thing in their memoriam and they exclude an actual film star because he was openly gay, fuck that shit. He was a kid. Anything to talk about, not talk about Arrow, I guess.
Anyway, only other note I have is they had a reunion. Everybody showed up, and talked to each other, and it was nice.
Barry and Carr were there. Kate wasn't for whatever reason.
She was busy.
She was there just in the back corner sulking and being all goth and shit.
With her bright red wig.
You never see bat people.
We're always there. You just don't see us. This is what I've taught. This is what I've learned from you, Bruce. We stay in the shadows. Never get too close.
Because everything is going to be taken away from me. But I'm just like every other superhero on the CW and just yell out my secret identity whenever I possibly can.
Rar.
Jesus. All right. Rest in peace, Arrow.
Bye, Arrow.
We will
Time to talk
revisit
about you
your
again.
main character again when he is officially a Green Lantern.
Yes.
Other than that, get fucked, Arrowette and the Canaries.
Jeez. Strong.
I
Strong.
feel
coming in
very,
strong.
very strong about this one.
Me too. Me too.
All right. I also forgot a thing. All right, we should talk.
Toss a
about
coin to our Witcher?
tossing coins at people or something.
Witcher Episode 5, Silence of the Scams. Buffalo Bill gets recruited for a mysterious job. I'm certain that the true purpose of this task will remain a mystery for at least the rest of the scene? God bless episodic television. He's a shapeshifter of sorts, so lots of fun to be had with that, and before killing and copying Ballsack, he gets to quote lyrics from Tainted Love with the Ocean Master. Yennefer finds being on the run to be expensive as she fails to pay discount Alan Rickman his fee. I was torn between that joke and old Kylo Ren. Discuss. Fortunately, she has a sideline in selling magical Viagra vapes, but not without attracting the attention of the local taxman. Meanwhile, Gerald goes fishing for a genie so he can get a good night's sleep, because if anything can get you to sleep, then it's a bottle of gin. But the bard sets him free and gets a bad case of George Lucas neck in return. In search of a mage to cure his friend, I suppose that works, Gerald finds Yennefer in an Eyes Wide Shut orgy scene. They have a bath and Gerald gets yet another costume change, this time in the form of skin-tight biker leathers. Look, sometimes you just enjoy the DLC and don't worry about the logic. After witch-explaining the gin to Yennefer, a woman we know is desperate to reopen her baby factory after burying a newborn on the beach, Gerald is knocked out with a kiss, only to wake up in a prison cell with Dr. Spock, while Yennefer puts the moves on a bard to get his wish. Unfortunately, she has the wrong Wishmaster, and it's Gerald who got them, demonstrated by blowing up someone's head. Oh, and Ballsack catches up with Ciri and the Amazons. Witcher episode 6.
Yep, that's pretty much everything that happened.
Yeah.
And I think you should have gone with old Kylo Ren.
Yeah, old Kylo Ren. I'm with you on that one.
And I guess that guy was like, he sells the things that keeps her from aging? Question mark? Because there was a bunch of hourglasses.
Yes, asterisk. So I only recently discovered this. The chaos that they manifest to have their magic allows them to age much slower than others. Storyline reason for Yennefer, even in the video games, to be super hot all the time, and good reason to not have to recast another super hot actress. You can just keep this one for a while.
There you go, because she's that's the word I'm looking for. She's down for anything.
She really is.
As this episode shows.
Yeah, she is fully she is the hedonism bot. Like, seriously. From
that whole weird, awkward conversation in the middle of an orgy that went on for way too long. It was awkward.
It was super awkward. And I couldn't think of anything else but Eyes Wide Shut about this one either. Okay. The apple juice thing is a call out to the video games, because she is insistent on having apple juice every time. She either uses a lot of magic or fucks Geralt, either one. So that's one of them. Their Vigigame call outs.
That was a funny moment.
It was. I dearly enjoyed this episode. It was weird and so awkward, but I really enjoyed this episode because in reality, Geralt is all of us, and I just want to get some fucking sleep.
I just want some silence. Poor Jaskier.
I can't goddamn fucking sleep.
And then we introduce
every parent ever.
Yes. Just please shut up. I just want to sleep. I want anyone to let me sleep. You're always following around and talking. Never stop talking.
No, Jaskier, you cannot get a glass of water. Yes, I'll read you another bedtime story if you'll shut up. Jaskier, no, I don't want to hear Baby Shark again. No, you're fine. We're doing Baby Shark again. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Do.
One more time. A Valley of Penis.
See.
And we get introduced to sexy Rami Malek.
Yep.
The doppelganger.
Yep.
But they quickly changed him.
Not the only one who thought that he looked like Rami Malek. Rachel's staring at him the entire time. Is that Rami Malek? Did they get Rami Malek to play the fucking skin grafter in this? Like,
no, they didn't.
No, but it does look a lot like him if he was like super hot. Like,
yeah. If he didn't have weird eyes and worked out a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Rami Malek does have some pretty weird eyes.
He has weird eyes. I mean, he's not a bad looking guy.
No, he's not. He's
the name of this character was the Adonis. So
yes,
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That Rami Malek is not.
Right. No, he is a good looking guy, but he is no Adonis ever.
And then the guy with the weird face, the head bad guy whose name escapes me at the moment, like Cypher.
Oh.
not syphilis.
Syphilis, the witch hunter.
The one that's chasing Siri with the bird on his head.
Oh yeah,
that guy, hires the doppelganger, and then kills the whole town.
Yep.
And that's later.
Because they're all super bad guys.
You get it, you name them. I enjoyed the Yennefer earning money, putting together spells.
She's so awkward, and I love it. Like, she's this hyper powerful enchantress that has served king after king and ruined kingdom of kingdom, and is now just kind of awkwardly being a village witch. Like, and I love it.
Kumquat.
Kumquat. Because of course it's kumquat.
Yeah, just that whole scene.
God damn it.
This whole episode was just weird and awkward.
It was so weird, but it was really like, I loved this was perfectly placed. This episode was perfect.
Yeah, it's right in the middle, and they're just kind of shifting things. They're crossing everybody's path. And
exactly, because
getting it set up for the second half.
Exactly. You've had the disparaging timelines at this point where the characters are completely separate from one another, but eventually they intertwine with one another. This is where they start showing that. And I can appreciate, like, it was perfectly placed. In reality, like, this wouldn't have felt as good or as earned if this was episode 3 after we got introduced to Jaskier and Geralt's friendship. I really have to not call him Gerald. Thanks, Daryl. Jesus.
It's okay, Gerald. You get some sleep in the end.
Yes, you finally get some goddamn sleep. I love Henry Cavill in this, by the way. I love him so much in this. Like, yeah. I keep forgetting that he was Superman, and then just reminding that he can act. And apparently he was also in The Tudors, which I don't know. I never watched The Tudors, but apparently he was really fucking good in The Tudors. Rachel watched The Tudors, and she didn't tell me about him, so I don't know.
Maybe it was.
He owned the entire series of it because she fell in love with it, and that's what was a Christmas present one year.
Cool. Tudors.
You get to see his butt there too. Also, it's just fun to say Tudors. Tutors.
It is fun to say tutors.
Tutors. All right. Any other episodes on the Valley of any other notes on the Valley of Penis?
Bad Jin. Yeah. After the awkward conversation in the middle of an orgy, we had an awkward conversation in the bath.
Yep.
And Yennefer really wants a baby.
Yep.
Let's move on.
We'll put that baby in her.
Bad Jin.
The money moves.
I still want to know. I mean, I kind of know what his wish was, but they still keep it a little vague. Anyway, let's talk about the episode, which is the next one's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Yes.
Witcher episode 6. It's a sad, 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 sad world. George Merchant recruits Gerald and the fucking bard to go kill a dragon, and there are 3 other wacky races competing with them. There are the Reavers from Firefly, the Dwarves from The Hobbit, and Yennefer from, well, you know where she's been. After cooking a monster who seems to be made entirely of chicken pieces, we find out a little of the political climate. Old houses are falling to a tyrannical force in the south, and once mystical dragons are flying the skies. So far, so Game of Thrones. And after discovering that dragons are colour-coded according to their rarity like any good RPG, we're left with no doubt that we will in fact see a legendary one before the end of the episode. After the Dumb Knight is killed during a sacred bowel movement, the remaining group tries to overtake the Reavers by travelling a dangerous route. An ancient mountain path has stood for hundreds of years, so naturally someone will fall through it. And someone does. Typhon de Leon and his friends fall to silent, unseen deaths in some clouds, so clearly they're not dead then. They have a secret that means they'll show up again later. Maybe they can fly, or they're working with a dragon. Fuck, Typhon is so adored by the woman warriors because he is beautiful, because he's beautiful in his dragon form, and he's the gold dragon because he wears gold. Yennefer and Gerald bone in a Harry Potter TARDIS tent, and it's actually touching. A nice moment where these two superpowered yet broken people find each other against all odds and have sex. They reach the dragon and a dead mother protecting her egg, and what a surprise, the old man was a dragon after all. There's fighting, and while the power of boners may be strong, the power of a decent kiss seems to be strong enough to supercharge witch powers. See that? A quest that included waves of enemies, protecting something delicate, and a team-up superpower combo. Video game. In other news, Ciri advances her plot, exposing the ballsack, who then goes and fights Malfoy.
Yes, it was very Lord of the Rings, very stealing from many other things, but they were dragons, and dang it was...
That dragon looked real weird. That dragon was real bad.
It did look real weird, but it's fine. I had no problem with it. And I knew he was a dragon as soon as he mentioned gold dragons. I was like, oh, what you're wearing looks like gold dragon scales. You're the gold dragon.
Yeah.
That's why you're followed around by the weird hot black ladies who think you're the most beautiful weird dragon. And he was.
He Dargan. And
He's a dragon.
no, a super important guy fell and he's not screaming. Oh no, he's dead.
Blech. Good old Bork. The most beautiful. Dang. Nailed it.
I adore Geralt and Yennefer in this episode, though.
Yes, it's very sweet. It's two weird, odd people being sweet to each other for a moment.
I mean, it definitely felt very akin to the first time Jessica Jones and Luke Cage got together. These two incredibly broken people, knowing
superpowers.
That they know they can never really be happy, trying to strangle a little bit of happiness out of this world that is going to kill them.
You're important to me.
Also, yes, the power of boners is strong and makes him do a Kamehameha, which is fun.
Smooch attack.
Yep. Kamehameha. Fuck!
I'm going to save you both a lot of heartbreak. I'm breaking both of your hearts right now. You'll never have a baby, and you're going to lose her. Thanks, Gold Dragon.
Yeah.
You really killed the mood.
Right? Jesus. So the call out of "I knew I could trust you," the one Witcher that won't kill dragons, is another. Actually, that's a story point that they pulled into the games eventually. I've actually went back and read the first 3 books since I've watched this show.
Right on.
It's because and they're really good. They are very, very good. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure you had that look on your face.
No, I'm just listening. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And the Witchers basically earn their final trophy by killing a dragon. Geralt wouldn't, and instead chose to fight a
Strika?
Yeah.
Nah. That's the only one I can think of.
A MacGuffin.
A MacGuffin, cool.
He went to fight the glorious legendary MacGuffin.
A golden dragon.
Because his mama told him not to hunt dragons because they're pretty, basically.
Ma?
And so he got known to be the one Witcher who would not kill a dragon because he has mommy issues and his mama told him not to fight a dragon. Because mommy issues.
And Birdhead's name is Kahir.
Yeah, like this is the episode where I'm glad they ended the line with Jaskier. Because this is where I was running to, like between last episode and him for whatever reason still being involved in this one. That's where I was starting to get the line of aggravation drawn with the dumb help in air quotes for podcast listeners.
Yasker.
Yeah, and also Siri did things.
Yeah, she was
Hey
smart
Siri,
for a
progress your
second.
plot.
Yeah, progress your plot and be smart for once. She starts asking questions that, Doppelganger can't answer. And she actually listens to her elf friend for once. No, after he survives, he's just finally like, nah, I'm done. Peace. Peace.
Yeah.
You're
You're a lot like your grandmother. Less evil, but a lot like your grandma. I am not dealing with this shit. I'm going to go back with the hot people that paid attention to me.
Yes, Dara pieced out. At least she didn't die like everybody else.
So you can come back and be a Deus Ex Machina later in season 2.
And I enjoyed Lork Eric, the idiot.
Yes.
And glad that he died immediately.
Yeah. The Marauders just kind of, the Reavers that was another one's like, okay, cool. I understand that we're still trying to build the world here, but that just came out of nowhere. Also, the dwarves.
Yes, especially the angry dwarf.
Yes.
He's so angry. Why are you so angry, dwarf?
Always has to be an angry dwarf.
His mama needs to wash his mouth out with soap.
Yeah.
Now the dwarves take them on the shortcut to Nope.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, nope. I'll go the long way around. Bye.
Right, you guys can have the money. I'm good.
Nope. And everyone's always trying to steal Roach.
Yep. Leave Roach alone. He's a magical teleporting horse. At least in video games.
Oh, okay.
No, in the books, basically, Roach is a actual horse, and he just every time he gets a different horse, it's always named as just Roach.
Oh, that's right, because Roach is eternal too, apparently.
Yes,
or at least ages very slowly.
No, it's at least as far as I know, it's just a regular ass horse. It's just every time he gets a horse, it's always Roach.
Okay. Well, I haven't noticed him like changing colors or anything, but
that's because they had budget for one horse.
we only have enough money for one horse. There's only one Roach, and yes, he's 100 years old. Don't ask.
Don't ask. It's an elf horse. There. I really and truly loved this episode. Like I loved it with their relationship of man, Jaskier, and the rest of it was kind of just a mess.
I don't know. I liked every aspect of it. Even when it was a jumbled mess, it was still fun to watch.
Yeah, no.
And it was a nice tension relief from the awkwardness of the previous episode.
Oh, absolutely. And sadly, we don't have stuff for episode 7 or 8.
Add in post.
Daryl, you're editing this episode and adding in a post. Hold on. You're right, Daryl. That was amazing how Gerald and Jennifer's body went to the Publix supermarket and did the stuff with the thing. And oh my God, did you know that Siri was actually that Apple assistant the entire time?
It's true. It's true.
No, I think Daryl only thought we were doing 2 episodes and didn't get us anything for 7.
I gave him, I was in the Discord and I gave him.
I know, RTFD. Daryl, jeez.
RTFD, D.
All right. Anything else on this episode?
No, I don't have anything else on this.
Right, so
it was
episode
good.
7.
Dragons. Yeah.
Episode 7. Holy shit. Everything hits the fan.
Yep. Timelines are merging now. Everything's crossing. And Geralt was there the whole time. So that moment from episode 1, that was him.
Grumpy guy in the prison, which was just great.
And they lock him in the guardhouse.
Yep. She's so grumpy, and I love it. Like,
I'm just checking in. Come in, Clinton Law surprise because bad stuff's about to go down. I need to protect her. She's my responsibility. Like, no, we'll be fine. No, you should listen to me. Listen to Geralt. He's always right.
we're
figure out that he's
literally
always
fighting
right.
a metaphysical entity here that makes people keep their promises. Please don't be stupid and keep your Well, yep, this is me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
And match cut.
Angry lioness lady decided it was a better idea to ignore magic that has been proven true multiple times. She always coming to her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, and she was the worst. I'm sorry, Siri. Your grandmother was the worst.
Yeah,
Just
your
the
mom,
worst.
your mom and Sonic were great. Amy and Sonic were okay, but man, your grandma was just real bad. I don't know how Maleficent gave birth to Amy the Hedgehog, but hey, here we are.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Siri is a terrible thief.
Yes.
And then her grandmother tries to pull a switcheroo on Witcher, on Geralt, which is a bad idea. Bad idea.
It's just
don't do that.
Let's not try and pull the rug over the legendary swords person. I mean, this episode being appropriately titled, all things considered, pride cometh before a fall.
Yes.
And also it's another spin because she's called the lioness and lions are in prides. And
then Siri made it to some random town to buy some gloves and food.
Yep.
And meets the nice lady who's the nicest lady ever.
She's super nice and really wants a daughter. And oh my God.
I don't know. She's like so nice that kind of creeps me out. I don't trust you. You're too nice.
Like she definitely had that witch from Hansel and Gretel vibe going for her. I'm like, she's really just going to try and fatten Siri up and eat her.
Well, no. Apparently she's just nice.
A nice person.
And because destiny and fate and whatever, her husband is the one who Geralt saves and brings him home.
Yep.
Neat how that worked out.
Accidentally a daughter.
Yennefer gets taken back to her roots. I can't remember the name of the place, but where she learned to be a witch.
The tower of the
Aretuza? Aretuza? Wow, look at you pulling that out. Katie just pulled out.
Yeah, Aretuza. Wow.
Aretuza.
Wow. Look at you.
I'm impressed. Wow.
What was her sorcerer's friend's name? Come on.
Which one?
The evil one.
The evil one?
Yeah, the one who's totally not evil.
The one that trained her or the...
No, the one who's totally not evil.
The one who's totally not evil? Fringilla? Yeah. Oh, the one
there you go.
Yeah. Sorry, that was Katie too. She, even only listening to have the conversation, she's getting that's right.
What's the name of the city that it sacked Sintra?
Nilfgaard. I know that one.
There you go.
I talked about Nilfgaard a lot.
Yes.
Are we doing a quiz now? Is this what is
happening? Yes. We got
the city they sacked. I don't know after Sintra in the last episode, but
the little city thing.
What was that? Sodden Hill.
Yes, Sodden Hill. The one that's the big battle that we're gonna get in next episode.
Yeah. I remember now.
So we get the power of screams again.
Mm-hmm.
In this episode, we figure out where Henry Cahill, because his name is Cahill, wants her because she's super powerful and can scream real good. Natural born sorceress, basically, is what Ciri is.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out next season, I guess.
Yeah. There's some stuff with her And I really like that character where she goes in the books and the video games. And I'm interested to see how they make that happen in the season next season.
And didn't they already renew it for 2 more seasons? Did I make that up? I know it's season 2 is happening for real.
Season
I feel
2
like
is
they already
happening
got...
in February next year. I believe. Yeah, February next year.
I feel like season 3 got greenlit already too.
I'm fairly sure it did. Netflix is making a ton of money off of this one.
Yeah, cashing that one in.
Get some coin from your Witcher.
And then Yennefer gave her Kylo speech, letting the past die and burn it all down. She's making a bad influence on on the new trainees.
Yeah, that was great.
Like,
This is
look,
where I slept. Are you guys doing that thing? Yeah, don't.
here,
Let me show you their secret.
Let me show you some cool stuff. Let me show you the cool drugs.
Yeah, getting a bunch of teenagers high as balls, man.
And see these eels? Those are gonna be you. So,
yeah,
so
all of you
screw her.
but one are gonna be those eels. It's gonna be super weird.
It's gonna suck.
But why are they eels? Because magic.
Because reasons. Conduits for magic and stuff, etc.
Yes. They make the weirdest sushi too. You do get an introduction to the rest of the mages and let you know that it's not just weird, maybe evil witch head witch lady.
Oh frick. I knew her name 5 seconds ago.
Tissia?
Tissia?
What?
Tissia.
Tissia. We were close.
It was close. It's a Tissia. Tissia.
You know, she's just being the headmistress at totally not Hogwarts. At Breakbills. There we go. It's closer to Breakbills than Hogwarts.
Makes sense.
Watch The Magicians. It's real good. Yeah, and then we kind of get to the point where like, yep, we are going to have to go to war.
Yes,
we don't want
and
to.
the last 2 episodes is a 2-parter.
Yeah,
Here we
pretty
go.
much.
Let's load up a bunch of mages on a boat. They're on a boat.
You didn't want to spend too much time with Geralt because you're going to definitely realize that this first season was entirely about Yennefer.
Yeah. And this whole last episode has a strangely small amount of Geralt in it.
Yeah, he bonks his head and then is transported by this weird NPC guy and just keeps coming in and out.
He didn't even bonk his head. He got bit by one of those weird zombie things.
I know, and bonked his head, and then it's like, I'm going to have dreams about my mommy because
we need backstory.
Because we have no idea where Geralt came from, but we're really going to put it into this weird, almost Oedipalic freaking context.
His mom shows up and heals
so
him.
Much.
Maybe. I think that really happened with his mom showing up and healing him with their magic.
It was magic. That wasn't his mom.
It wasn't his mom?
No.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
At least if it was his mom, it would be a very interesting take on it. But yeah, we've kind of given you a few fight scenes through this entire season. But nope, we have to have our Lord of the Rings Battle of the Five Armies freaking massive ass battle going on here.
It was impressive for TV. Well, Netflix,
yes.
I guess. Like they spared no expense. No expense.
You got that cool Prince of Persia guy who's like, I'm a ninja, but also a mage. And then I'm gonna die, bleh, but I'm not dead. Ha ha.
Ha ha. Swish.
And then
run away.
Then you have that Dungeons and Dragons druid who is also Triss. Hope you didn't forget about her because she's real important in the future.
Yep.
She's all like, pew pew. I shoot plants.
I
And
shoot
then-
mushrooms and plants.
and more effective than almost everybody else in this entire battle.
Except for one.
Yep. And then you have the headmistress, and she's not as powerful as she would think. And then
She
there's
just gets like one hit and goes down.
she gets a boo boo, and then freaking Yennefer goes Super Saiyan.
And boo boo to the boob.
And then Yennefer goes absolute Super Saiyan and just wrecks shit. Like,
Let your chaos explode.
and she
Yennefer
definitely does.
spends most of the battle up in the tower,
Yeah.
directing everyone.
Because you have to not have that kind of cannon just be there. It's like Thor. You have to control it to be a point where it's not going to wreck everything. Because she has also been touted up to be the strongest mage that there is. Fringilla's only there because she kind of she's like, fuck the rules. I'm going to go straight up Sith. And then Yennefer's like, nah, I play by the rules and I can still kick your ass.
So I'm legit.
Let's see here.
The
We do have the entire Helm's Deep Vanguard arriving. Geralt got better for his boo-boo and then met up with Ciri finally.
Yes. Got better.
Yep.
Had a
His
convo
boo-boo
with
got-
Ma.
His boo-boo got kissed by his mommy, and then he met with his daughter.
Then he finally found her. She ran off into the woods, and he knew she was in the woods, and they ran into each other.
Yep. He stumbled onto his daughter and
Found you
after his kiss from his mommy. And
because destiny.
Yep.
And who is Yennefer?
Yeah.
She's gonna be your new mommy.
yeah, right.
I'm
Um,
I'm only kind of joking because I'm pretty sure.
no, she's absolutely 100% Ciri's like adoptive mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I really like that cool thing that freaking Fringilla did, like with the tools and the such and the whatnots.
No, yeah, making her like underlings all kill themselves for fireballs and
Yeah.
fog.
That was so freaking cool, man! Like those were awesome.
It was really expensive, and man, how do I mean, mages are kind of rare, aren't they? Or can anybody learn magic? And
No, they are rare. That's the reason why there were only 21 of them at Sodden Hill.
Yeah. and then she just
one on
like
the
killed
other
like
side,
5
and
of them in this one battle
Yeah, and then that one wrecked shit.
using
Um,
forbidden magic,
Yep.
and then evil magic worms.
Yes, the magic worms were cool too, man. Like those were like that entire thing was really just freaking cool. And did he not give me Legends Tomorrow stuff? Hold on. Yeah, there it is. I just didn't add it to the list. It was just all super like it was awesome. I really enjoyed this episode.
Oh, it was very, very good. It was a nice finale for the
Yeah,
season.
It was
And
a
they
nice
left
send-off.
lots of threads dangling for, future
Yep.
seasons. I liked how, in the final episode, they had each symbol from each episode and they all kind of like merged together and made the wolf and the bird, which I
Yep.
assume is Ciri, is the bird. That was nice.
Yes.
Uh,
Actually, the bird would probably be Yennefer.
think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Free as a bird, trying to live free. That was an entire thing. Also,
And why did everyone keep saying it's magic, it's not real? What is the significance of that? It's obviously real.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's like 3 different people said it, and I was like, what?
Like,
What does that
You live
mean?
in a world where there are literal water zombies and people
I mean,
who can.
She just made
reckon it-
plants grow.
Yeah.
They made stuff float. She's shooting fire and killed a whole army.
Yeah. She
I'm
looks.
not sure
yes.
what the arrow mage did. I guess she had her magic potions that if you throw them, they exploded.
Yeah. Basically, she was an enhancer. So All right. So basically, there are certain schools of magic, and each of them line up with what the Witcher can do. Because his symbols that he does are kind of primordial magic. His Igni is fire, but it's just a quick little whoosh, and like he does his weird brain transforming power, and then he shoots things, and then he enhances stuff, and like those are kind of created. Those are kind of given to the witches or the sorceresses. They kind of adopt into one of them. Yennefer is, of course, the special snowflake, because we have to have a special snowflake that can control more than one and can manipulate fire, which is a forbidden ability because of it being basically it's a profane thing because their god is basically the sun.
Okay.
Witcher magic is real weird.
But he's got them potions.
Yeah. Should we talk about Legends?
We should.
Right.
But Witcher was good.
It was. You say you're in for season 2 when it comes around?
It could be a gratuitous at time, but it was at least interesting and entertaining to watch.
Yeah, there we go. So, good for season 2?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. All right, Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow, episode 2. Wormhole Extreme. Well, it's a damn mockumentary episode. I don't like them, but this is Legends of Tomorrow, so I'm still in. And they need a film crew around to get good publicity so they can get funding. For what exactly? They have a time-travelling ship from the future that hardly needs to be refueled with 2020 diesel. And even the Winchesters took part in a little credit card fraud while saving the world. Just saying. If they happen to win the lottery or two, no big deal. And Atom finally gets the special effects budget to actually do Atom things. And holy crap, they do the Ant-Man vs Thanos plan everyone wanted to be in Endgame, and it works! Meanwhile, Gary and Constantine go out for an exorcism, only to find John's old demon buddy in a brand new drinking. Iron Man has flashes of a lost loved one and steals the assembly using magazine cutouts from... Damn it, where did I see that?
So, yeah, we have to... So... I'm guessing being that this follows up immediately after the biggest crossover that they've ever done, there's a lot of new people to Legends of Tomorrow. So we have to introduce an entire new group of people to Legends of Tomorrow.
Apparently Werewolf Lady is only in the first one. Then she peaced out.
I fucking loved this episode of this weird superhero office thing. Like,
it was great.
It was
great.
So ridiculous and amazing. And oh my God. It
was just so weird and over the top. And I think, I don't know if it was the correct description or not. Somebody told me, like, oh yeah, you'll like Legend of Tomorrow. Like, they don't take themselves seriously at all. And yes,
I did.
They don't take themselves seriously, but there's a line of not taking yourself seriously. But this just like looks at the line, laughs at it, takes like a running leap across it and points back at the line and goes, ha 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 ha. We're going to just do the weirdest, silliest thing because we're just going to do whatever. Who cares?
And I
None
love
of this matters.
Like,
Rasputin's here. And I don't know,
semi-modern times because he knows what a film crew is, and like
he knows what cameras are, and yeah,
and he's a freaking he eats up the scenery whenever he's around, just like,
and everybody's just over the top and weird and silly, and it's fine. Like, yes, they don't take themselves seriously. They take nothing seriously.
No, they don't.
Oh,
it's glorious.
Yeah. No, they started this episode and was like, really? We're doing the mockumentary thing again? Like, I just saw this in Arrow. But no, they did it much better. And I guess Arrow, pretty much dropped it after the first act.
Yeah.
But
no, we're going to do the entire episode in this.
This one's going all in. So now we've got to set up the season. There's some bad person in hell who released a bunch of bad souls.
Yep.
So Rasputin is back from the dead. And then we've got
Glorious.
evil do-overs or villain agains or encores.
And then
Encores.
encores.
We're gonna go with encores.
Damn it, she's right. Encores is really good.
It's really good. It's just it's catchy. It feels good.
She's the best. I love Wolfie so much.
I'll thrash you.
So the cool thing is about that's a practical effect. Like that is another woman there. That is a professional wrestler. Like that's not a CG person.
Wolfman. Well, no, I could tell it wasn't CG.
Like I just love
it was very much Buffy the Vampire Slayer makeup.
Oh yeah, but it's a professional wrestler who's in there. Like, oh my god, that's glorious. Because for the first time, I'm glad I have no idea who the fuck any of these people are, and I am so happy for that.
Tons of fun. I have no idea who the history professor weird guy is, or the stoner dude whose name I've already forgotten. But
Yeah, so I know who the history professor guy is, only because he was part of one of the crossovers. He's Citizen Steel. That's the only reason why I know who he is. He was in the last crossover I watched.
And the other one has wind powers because he has some kind of amulet.
I have no idea. He just cool. Like randomly shoots wind.
Unless he just does drugs on the time ship.
It's like freaking what's his name from Umbrella Academy?
Shoot.
Django.
Why am I getting
Claude?
Nailed it. Sorry, Katie wasn't in here. She would have had it. She's gone to bed now, so.
Yeah, same with Rachel. She would have yelled at me.
What?
Yeah, it was Claude. He's getting high as balls and then just going off and doing weird wind things.
But really and truly, like the show's great and I'm really enjoying it and the silliness, and it's nice. It's a nice break from just the dumb melodrama, even though they try to insert a little bit here and there with the Sarah and her girlfriend's relationship. But they kind of dismiss that immediately, and that's fine. But really, I would be here every week for Constantine.
Oh my God.
I've missed him so much. Like everything, every scene he is in is amazing.
Just like, he takes a kid out to a bar and just...
You can't take a kid to a bar, man.
To a bar. He's a demon!
He like started to exercise him. John, wait. Like, what? Hey, man. Thrasher, is that you? Oh, dude. I could kill a pint right now. Yeah, man, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, what about his mom? Yes, he got his wish of becoming Constantine's.
Oh my God.
Sidekick.
God damn it, Gary. I shouldn't have hired you to be my assistant. No,
his assistant. Like, why did I even hire you?
Why are you even here?
I manipulated this into happening.
Oh my God. I loved it. I loved the stupidity in this. Like, exactly. Like, it was so nice watching this after a really rough day at work. I just loved every single second of it. And I hate mockumentary episodes too. But like this show just ran with it. And the moment that I saw Rasputin getting super mad at the camera for not focusing on him was just so amazing.
It's about me.
Hey, over here. Your star is here.
It's my hair.
So great.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and they just say fuck physics, and they're like, yep, we are going to shoot Ray into Rasputin and have him explode out.
Grow, Ray, grow. Get big, bigify. Size matters. Wait, what just happened?
then we
then
have
in order to keep him from reforming, we've separated him into 5 jars.
It could jars.
Somebody would have gotten on the internet and been like, that did explode him, but it would have reformed because he's immortal. No, we just put him in separate jars.
Separate
masking tape. Rasputin 1, Rasputin 2.
And then fucking Constantine comes
walks in and starts chugging it.
Faced and just chugs back a Rasputin.
Like,
That's not what you. They're just like, fuck y'all, I'm going to hell.
Sorry, I need him to get to hell. Okay.
But just the idea of him just coming in, not alerting anybody, just coming up straight up, drinking a Rasputin cola and just bamping to hell.
Okay. That just happened.
And I like how they just don't even question it. Like, this is completely normal at this point.
No, that's just what Constantine does. It's all fine.
We're in a time machine that literally goes between dimensions and universes, but he could just go to hell because he's Constantine. And fuck you, that's why. Oh my God.
Klaus. His name was Klaus, not Claude.
Oh,
jeez. We were still wrong.
We're bad. Oh my God. Anything else on this episode before we talk about the gloriousness that is next episode?
No. I mean, I wrote 1 taxi and a lollipop, but I'd already forgotten what that was. But
what should we give the kid? The same thing that we give all of them. The standard special: 1 taxi and a lollipop.
That's right.
Like, I like the idea of just sending off every adult that they captured. Like,
all right, he's been you've been exercised. Here's a taxi and lollipop. Oh, Constantine.
Oh, now I just want to see Constantine's demonic Baymax that gives out the lollipops.
It's just Gary. Gary does that.
Gary is the demonic Baymax.
Right. So let's head to episode 3.
All right.
Legends of Tomorrow, episode 3. Look, Ma, we're hip and funky now. Look at our retro scrapbook opening sequence from
amazing intro, Daryl.
Spider-Man. Constantine goes to Hell, a city with a lot of people. He meets up with someone he failed to save who's now setting souls free for fun. In case you didn't get that this bad guy was a good guy before, she literally does a heel-face turn. In high heels. Apparently the new totem bearer brought drugs on board because that's just the world now, and goes off with Iron Man to get stoned and meet the parents, who are in the future, where last week's mockumentary was forgotten, and phones are exactly the same but with cattier holograms. And while Scooby and Shaggy solve the puzzle for Nate's dream girl, the more fun story is the film noir detective novel that passes for an A-plot. Bugsy Siegel is back from the dead, and the gang are going to need more jam jars. Their amazing accents, a fun if anachronistic karaoke sequence that Family Guy did first, and a Green Lantern gun that has guided bullets, but only 6 of them. And the most unbelievable part of the episode is trying to believe that Bugsy never fired a single one of them before now. Constantine discovers the blackmail material that Bugsy was using to rule the city and gets double-crossed by the femme fatale. Fortunately, the folder is completely useless, since it's a bunch of paper kept outside in a modified, not watertight gravestone. And in the end, it's Chinatown.
It is Chinatown. And Hell is Lucifer's nightclub, by the way.
Yes, it was. It was absolutely Lucifer's nightclub, but Lucifer's in Los Angeles, so his nightclub in Hell is just kind of chilling there.
Oh, and this opening gave me, the opening gave me such relief, because at the end of the episode when he bamfed off to Hell, I was like, oh man, that's he's just going to be gone for several episodes, and that's all the Constantine we're going to get. No, we're starting with Constantine. I was like, oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you for giving me my Constantine.
Yeah, he's a show regular now, so he's just
as he should be.
Yeah, right.
As his show should still be on the air, but
for real.
Whatever.
But we'll deal with this because
I'll take this.
God, this is glorious too. Oh my God! All right, so Matt Ryan putting on an American accent was
oh my gosh,
a treat to behold.
Whoa, Constantine with an American accent. The name's Johnny Moore.
He just falls into it like it's a good pair of pants.
You've got a cop face.
Well, thank you.
When did Ray become like the goofy, like super genius moron? He wasn't like that in Arrow, was
always
he?
been that though. Like when he was introduced in Arrow too, he was always that doofy
Goofy?
super genius
Okay.
who just
I
kind of
didn't remember.
stumbled his way into Felicity's bed a couple of times,
Like you do.
like you do, and then just kind of accidentally his way with Firestorm and the Doctor onto a time trip. Like
He's good to have around.
it was so amazing, and like
He's still playing the Superman character, even though he's not Superman.
oh my god,
Like
yes,
just the the
and
Golly G, I can do no
I
wrong.
love the-
You know,
my theory on that one is that he's doing that because he saw himself as Superman and now just wants to be that.
just the good, great American hero.
Exactly. He saw himself as Superman. It's like, nope, I'm gonna be Superman now.
He was really handsome.
There's a Superman and he's so handsome. Then we get the girl from Smash coming in and a super awesome, pretty social media starlet, and then Citizen Steel's all like, I want to bone your sister, dude. And he's like, dude, no, we're at my parents' house.
What is wrong with you? She's the one from the Vision. That something probably happened in the previous season that I didn't see.
Yeah, something about totems and like, and that's where the giant bear came from. Like something about totems in the last episode, in Crisis, like something about weird totems and summoning teddy bears, and I don't know. But man, I don't care when I get to watch John Constantine and freaking Sarah Lance be a badass freaking mobster power couple.
Yes,
All
Sarah Lance, your 1920s accent is terrible, and I love it.
Oh my god, yes.
But yeah, real tired. Drink of water. Don't listen to him, Glory. He's lying.
Also, sassy Gideon, man. We didn't talk about Gideon being weird and malfunctioning last episode, but this episode she's mostly okay because fuck that last episode.
It happened,
like-
but it did it.
And I don't care how much you assault me, you're not gonna find anything else in my memory banks.
And hey, buddy, you're gonna come with me to my parents' house because reasons. And it's normal to
there's
bring
no good reason for him to be there. Like,
it's normal to bring your college professor to your parents' house.
yeah, for a family holiday. Like
None of this makes sense.
the only time you do that is when you're banging your professor, and I think that would have gotten I think that would have gotten further than, hey, it's just my college professor. Why is he here? No, but look at him. See, I'm totally in business school.
I'm in business school. So
And not
you're
freaking Fear, Loathing, and Las Vegasing my way through space and time. Oh my god! And the guy who played freaking Bugsy was so over the top, and I loved it. Like, and he had that hell gun, and like, well, so he had to have more than 6 bullets because he definitely shot those 3 cops.
Well, he shot one bullet and it killed all 3.
Oh, right.
He like went, yeah, pow, 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 and it
Right.
Killed
He
them all.
did pull that shit. That's right.
because magic bullets are magic.
Yeah.
Your nifty magic
you
gun,
have hellfire bullets, and
and they can kill souls. I guess.
Constantine doing that. Just walking into hell, it's like bam, bam.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got one left. It's for you. Dang
No,
it.
it's not. Damn it, you're right. It's for him. Bang.
Hey, here's your gun. I haven't given up on you yet.
I still love you, Astrologian.
Whoever you are.
Yeah, I have no idea who she is, but she's glorious. It's just like, Constantine, shut up. You're going to live in hell with me, and we're going to have plenty of demon babies, and you're going to like it.
You're right. Let's go kill a pint.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm gonna try and not do that before I do that. Oh my god. And just I love the monster of the week thing that they have going on here. You do have the through point, but like most of it is just monster of the week shenaniganery. And this 100% reminds me of early seasons of Buffy, and it's just exactly what I needed. And that intro, God, I hope that intro stays because it was amazing. And bring back Wolf Girl. I missed her desperately in this episode, but she's off writing books right now. Hopefully she comes back because I need more Wolf Girl.
She's got to. And Mick. We didn't mention Mick last episode. It's like, how are we going to fund everything now that this is all falling apart? It's like, I still have this. It's like, I have to quit writing. It's getting in the way of my thievery.
Yes. I see an author inside of you. There's something inside of me except for Wolfie. Oh, you poor cinnamon bun. I love you so much. And then in this episode, Ham and her girlfriend together just getting shit-faced at the bar. Stay at the bar. You need for recon. Okay.
Do anything. We need you to create a distraction. I've got this. And then we're gonna
poison. Like
they freaking Back to the Futures with Belle Bev DeVoe. But that was a good subversion too.
It was.
Like, it had like
they
the big band, and it was like she's like sounding really good, and
like, and because she can sing, I looked it up. Like she is a legit singer. And like, and she's just owning it. And I'm like, they didn't shoot it to be like a dream sequence. They're just like, bam, here we are. She's singing. It's awesome. There's this song going on that nobody understands what it's about, but it sounds really fucking good. And girl is poison.
Everybody's running out. Oh God, it's awful.
God, it's so amazing.
He's there by herself. Oh, you should see me. I had this backup band.
And then Sarah like, yes, baby, you're doing great.
Baby, great. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. That was amazing.
It's just so good. And Sarah's just like, yay, girl, you're so great. Like she's like being such a supportive girlfriend. It's so great.
Yep. Then we make our way through all the film noir tropes.
Yep.
The femme fatale.
Yep, femme fatale.
Seducing him in the office.
Yep, cop
Changing.
double cross with the mobsters.
Yep, crooked cops.
Car getting blown up.
Car blown up. Forget it. It's
forget it. Yeah, forget it. Iron Man. It's Los Angeles or something.
Forget it, Constantine. Forget it, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Shut down.
I am so happy that you're enjoying this, by the way, because I missed this show so much.
Yeah, well, I can watch a show like this. I'm all about some of this nonsense. This beautiful, glorious nonsense.
It is just off the walls, bonkers bullshit, and I love it.
And I get Constantine every episode. Of course, I'm on board.
Oh, we should wrap up.
Sure, let's do that.
Before
we brought the sister on board.
Oh yeah,
that was a good idea.
Yeah, because reasons and totems and such. I don't know.
No, altered histories. Something happened at some place. Thing.
Before we do wrap up, really quick, I do want to put a quick moratorium on my favorite YouTube series of all time, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They officially announced that they are no longer producing that anymore. And that makes me super sad, but also happy that they're not going to try and run it into the ground. They made the executive decision because they were suffering from a lot of burnout to stop doing it because, and I quote, I refuse to have something that I run become Scrubs season 8. That's a direct quote. You
can't argue with that.
I met a lot of friends through DBZA. Josh and Carrie, I met pretty much between the Switch release and our shared love of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Scott on Exploding Dice, like, was my coworker until I started watching DBZA on my lunch, and he and I just bled over it, and it was amazing. I've met Lanny and Scott and the other guys, Lanny, Scott, and Lawrence, who run it, and they're all fantastic individuals. And that show they've been producing that show for freaking 13 years now. And I personally want to thank them for everything that they've done. And I cannot wait to see what goes on with them next.
And just outside of the show thing that I've been watching that I want to give lots of praise to, and you already are aware of this, CJ, but since I have Disney Plus now, that gives me access to some Disney shows that I've never been able to watch before. And I've been watching the new DuckTales with the kids, and holy crap, that show is amazing.
God, it's so good.
Freaking great.
It really is
so good.
I was so afraid they were going to screw that up. Nope. Like, that show is
freaking nailed it.
They really did. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
And the kids love it too, so win-win.
Freaking what's her name from Last Man on Earth and Pixar movies being the freaking niece, and God.
No, it's not Kristen Shaw. It's the other one that's kind of like Kristen Shaw. I mean, she was in Finding Dory. She was the whale.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but no, the last episode I saw was the Gizmo Duck episode first.
Oh my God,
freaking Alexander Hamilton, like
Lin-Manuel Miranda being Gizmo Duck. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I already love this show. Why do you keep making me love you more?
David Tennant is the perfect
really
freaking
great.
Uncle Scrooge, and Lin-Manuel Miranda being Gizmo Duck, and I'm like, oh my God.
Show, you're so good. But yeah, I kind of want to go watch it right now.
Right?
You're asleep. I'll wait for them. They get mad if I watch it without them.
I like how now it's your wife, not even really your kids. Just all right. If you want to reach out to us and let us know what you've been watching, what you think about what we've been talking about, or pretty much anything else, you can email us at show@geek-io.net. You can also reach out to us on our social medias. We're pretty much Geek.io Show everywhere on the social media internets, webs. If you want to check out our website, it's geek-io.net. If you want to call us and leave us a voicemail, 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. Remember that we record live on Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/geek.io show. You can also catch these up on our YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe and ring a bell whenever we put stuff up. You'll be notified. There's going to be a lot more coming out here in the next, guys, seriously, I cannot state how much content we're going to be putting out once I get a computer that can handle it. I am stoked to start working again. Like, my creative fire has been lit once again, and I am ready to freaking go. So youtube.com/geekio show, twitch.tv/geekio show. If you want to help support these projects, patreon.com/geekio. If you want to chat with us about everything, geek-io.net/discord. If you want to support the show by not going to Patreon, go to geek-io.net/Amazon. Order all your stuff there. Hey, it's tax season. Spend thousands of dollars by going to that link. A little bit comes back our way. None of it cost you anything extra. You want to buy a car on there? Buy a car on there. You want to buy a several $1,000 computer on there like I'm probably going to? Do that. We'll love you forever for it.
Going all in.
I am, actually. All right. We've been mostly jazzed because I am doing things on my phone right now. I'm doing show titles throughout this episode. And what do we got going on, Jazz?
All right. Show titles for episode 114 are as follows. I couldn't deduct the word deduct. Black Arrow. 555 Slad. The Iron Man of superheroes on TV. It's green on the inside. George Lucas Nick. Always an angry dwarf. Roach is 100 years old. Don't ask. Surprise! It's all about Yennefer. A boo-boo to the boob. Bamf straight to hell. Gary is Constantine's Baymax. And Superman was so handsome. Fear, Loathing, and Las Vegasing my way through space and time.
I need me to click on a few of these. Cool. Wait, did that take my... Okay, so you... Oh, no, I just... So, hey, BioCount, I know you listen to this episode. I can just sit and click on the same thing on my phone, and it doesn't register not to answer the thing.
Well,
What did you vote on? Because I've completely fucked everything up.
555 Slad, Fear, Loathing, and Las Vegas, Seeing My Way Through Space and Time, and Roach is 100 years old. Don't ask.
Okay, because
Or my 3 votes.
5 Slad is definitely his 4 because I'm trying to not select the one underneath it, and it just keeps increasing that one for whatever reason.
Well, maybe because it's the best.
It is the best. I like 555 Slad.
Slat. 55 Slat? I eventually figured it out.
Yeah.
Slade.
All right, guys. We love you. Be good to one another, and we will see you right back here next time. Bye.
Bye.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
I promise by next episode I'll have a 2020 outro.
Maybe. But we hope you like 2020. It's pretty cool.
It's actually been a pretty decent year this year. It has not started off as a shit year.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just trying to spend all of my money. But
Yeah. There's
that
that.
tax return. Come on, baby. Had to fix the air conditioner in Katie's car. Had to fix my garage door. Fix my wall. And it's
You're
just
back
carrying.
in your office. You're back in your kitchen.
Yeah, the
office
wall
with
is.
your bananas in the
I
back.
have an extra wall now. It's great.
I see your banana hammock is back, and that's nice.
And then we're working on a trip to New England. The kids.
Whenabouts?
May, the end of May, beginning of June. Katie has family in New Jersey, so we're gonna fly up there, see her family. We got tickets to take the kids to Frozen on Broadway.
Oh, nice.
They don't know that. They don't know that yet. But hey, pro tip: if you do need to buy Disney Broadway tickets, AAA sells them much cheaper than other places.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna drive to Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, and then come
kind
back.
of making the entire thing up there.
Yeah, just hit some of those states that none of us have ever seen before. Well, obviously my kids haven't, but I've always wanted to go to New England, at least that part. I've been to New York before, but never any of the others. And then come around and end at Niagara Falls and come back home.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna go up to St. Augustine for summer break or for spring break.
Sweet.
And get to see the oldest city in America and do some cool historical things up there.
That's good. I like historical things.
And we did Williamsburg last year and did a huge historical thing there. And I spent more time in Colonial Williamsburg than I did my hotel. And I'm not even angry about it.
That sounds awesome.
And it was in the middle of the freaking summer too. So I was outside in 115 degree heat. And I'm like, this is still so awesome. I'm dying,
it's
but
so cool. Yeah, spring break, we're going to drive up to Oklahoma to see her sister.
Oh, nice.
But we're going to stop halfway, and her sister might meet us there in Arkansas and go to the Crater of Diamonds State Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I get my second week of vacation in December, we're going to be going up to Massachusetts in that area for winter break.
Cool.
Spend time with Rachel's dad. And the kids haven't seen snow yet, so I have vacation time in December that I have to use because I was hired on the literal worst month to be hired on because I have to use my vacation time or I lose it.
That's always fun.
So I have a month to use freaking my week's vacation, or I could carry over, I think, 3 days, and sure, I get paid for those other 2, but it's like, man, we're going to just go on vacation. I'm just going to go on vacation.
Might as well.
I've been very anti-vacation for the past few years, and I'm just like, you know what? F that attitude. I am.
No, vacation's important.
It is, and I realized
I want my kids to see this country.
Yeah,
because basically, for most of my life, I saw like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia.
I was the same way.
It was the Southeast. That was it.
I was the same way with the Midwest. Dude. I was
made it out to California because my great grandparents lived there, but they died when I was super young, so I don't really remember California. But I did go there. But
yeah, I was the same way. I was in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and a little bit in West Virginia, and that was it. Like, and that's the reason why now I'm like, nope, we're gonna see the freaking world. That's why Rachel and I are planning probably 3 years from now to make it a big deal and also give me time to plan and learn the language. We're going to go to Japan for our 20-year anniversary.
Sweet.
But I refuse to be that tourist that goes to a country and not understand anything. So, I mean, I want to learn Japanese anyway, but I figure by time 3 years from now comes around, I might actually be close to fluent in it.
We practiced our French before we went to Paris. But they still were like, we would say something in French and then they'd answer us in English.
Yeah,
it's like it's okay. Oh, I appreciate the effort though.
I completely expect to be, the 6'1" woman and the 5'11" boy man with their giant ass pearlescent children walking around with them. I'm sure, regardless of how much Nihongo I actually speak, I am definitely going to get English back at me. Like,
for sure.
All right, guys. So that was your post show. Hey, you got a post show. Look at that. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna show my kids this wonderful country of ours.
Exactly, and show them the world. Like that's.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess technically we're going to the Canada side of Niagara Falls, so
nice.
It will be an international trip for a couple of days.
I fully intend on showing my kids the absolute world. Like I want to bring. Thankfully, there's a Disney park in pretty much every continent, so I am going to.
There you go.
Probably we're gonna go out to Disneyland next year. I'm wanting to say, but we made plans for that one for. And then we want to go to Disneyland Paris. Or no, Tokyo Disneyland after that because we're going to be in Japan anyway. And then kind of go from there. But we want to hit all of the Disney parks and.
It's one way to do it.
I want to show the kids. I want to show the kids the world, and if that world is through Disney, then frickin', I'm gonna do it.
I will show them the world eventually, but they have to be a little older first.
Yeah, I do have the advantage of my daughter turning 11 this year, and my son turning 10. Yeah, Grace,
my kids would just whine the whole time. I'm not paying that much money for them to whine at me.
That's fair.
In Paris.
Yeah, I only have to deal with
you can whine at me in Vermont. But
I only have to deal with that with one of my children right now. So
well, he's an infant, so
we're not traveling to Japan when he's less than a year old. Though we were planning on traveling to the UK when he was like 3 weeks old. That didn't happen.
No, I can't imagine it would.
Nice. We were real close to it though. We were super close to doing that.
Yeah, London is awesome. I highly recommend it.
I cannot wait to see London. Like, if I think it's
even if Gerald
Air,
wouldn't come meet
something
me.
like that. Like they fly super cheap to freaking London, and like it's cheaper for me to fly using them from here to London than it is from here to Indianapolis for Gen Con. Like,
wow.
I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, they added out of New Orleans. Yeah, I think it was Air Britain, British Airways added like a direct flight from New Orleans to London, and they had like I didn't get to get in on it, but they had a $500 round trip special.
Yeah, it's about like what these guys are too. It's hold on.
Wow.
Or I think it's Norwegian Air. Norwegian Airlines UK. Norwegian flights. Norwegian Air to the UK from TPA to London. You know what? Fine. London Gatwick. That works. We're going to go out like, there we go, April 18th, because that's a day round trip. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Jesus. I'm gonna fly it there. We're gonna search for the book. Yeah, 474 euros or 474 pounds. So
Okay. So that's like probably about 550.
for the round trip.
Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure what the current exchange rate is. That's just based on me going there 2 years ago.
Pounds.
It's like $1 point.
dollars.
It's $612.13.
$612. That's still not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
International flight, nonstop.
No, that's great.
All right.
Do
so
it.
I'm gonna end this stream now. Love you guys.